Hello everybody. Today I decided to visit a used car lot. And in particular, this is a used car lot that kind of prides itself to be kind of a higher end. So I was driving past it. I've known of this place a while back and decided that today being a Sunday to stop by and see what kind of used cars here I could find. So this is kind of in my shopping for series. And this place is pretty cool because it has a lot of high-end and a lot of high-end sedans. They also have like some service bays, and there's a bunch of transmissions, engines, all sorts of weird stuff that just kind of piled in here. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what half of this stuff is, including some bricks. But you know, it's also interesting to see some radiators and some brake pads and rotors and whatever. But in particular, I wanted to kind of walk the line to see what's open. I've already done my scouting and I see that several things are open in here, and kind of take a look. This is, I just couldn't help myself. So this is what? This is a Mitsubishi Lancer, I think. Maybe it's an Evo, I'm not 100% sure. And then look what I found. Look at this. Is this normal? Is this an exhaust or is this an air intake? Who knows? But anyway, look at these wheels. Yeah, it's a Lancer. It's a very very camouflaged Lancer, but a Lancer nonetheless, with some giant tires. I wonder if it's, oh wow, it's unlocked. Look at this. It's clicking. Wow, okay, so this is interesting. It's a stick shift, it's modified, it's clicking, it's got camouflage on the dash. Okay, well, this is just an interesting find. That's random. But anyway, so what I wanted to kind of do is maybe just walk around, find some cool and unlocked vehicles. Oh my god, that's a Fisker Karma. Holy crap. And yeah, and to kind of see, there's a Taurus, there's my car, there's some more cars over there. So anyway, so I'm gonna just walk around. I'm gonna make sure that I can find some interesting things for you guys, and let's make a video out of it. So the first car that kind of caught my attention is this BMW 650i. And the reason why is because this is kind of like a personal luxury cruiser. Yes, they're fast, but they're also kind of geared towards more of a finer, gentleman's personal mobile type, and it is a convertible as well. And it is unlocked also, so that's kind of a good combo for me. Look at this tiny, tiny rear window. I know it's probably just more for show, because I'm sure this thing has a backup camera. Oh, and look, it is, well, it's licensed, and it is owned by somebody, obviously, from Russia. Well, I'm technically not from Russia, but still, it's close. Belarus, Russia kind of always had love-hate relationship. And I mean, the looks of it, I like the looks. It's really long, sleek, low to the ground. It's a lot less tall than a Lincoln Towncar is. But it is also unlocked, so I kind of want to take a peek inside. Now, it's really close to this Escalade right here. But let's see. Oh, we see, it's got, alright, so obviously a religious person. So, man. So first of all, the smell. It smells really nice. It's got some high-end leather. Although the leather is really tough. Like something you would find. Oh man. Yeah, like this is not soft leather at all. Wow, and the seats are rock hard. So I don't know what's up with this, but it smells nice. It's got this nice panel wood. It's got leather everywhere. Look, it's got leather up here. But it's really like tough leather. I don't know why they why they wanted to do that. It's interesting how gauges kind of disappear. Now, this is pre-digital stuff. I don't know. I'm guessing this thing is like an 08, a 10, something like that. I have to look. But, it's got the push button start. It's probably not. Yeah, there's no key. Got the screen. Yeah, remote control. Remote control will not start. All right. It's got heated and cooled seats, so this is interesting. Got this nice darker wood. I like that. It's got stitching everywhere. Look, even this portion is, I don't know if it's real leather up here, but it is nice. I mean, it all looks very business-like, very BMW-like. Got the famous iDrive controller. I don't know what this is. Some sort of a... Oh, okay, it's just an ashtray without an ashtray. This is interesting. So, all right, so this is obviously somebody's car. Got a lot of hand sanitizer in there. So, yeah, I love the back seats, also known as non-existent back seats. It's got this much room for your legs. But, you know, because it's a convertible, because it is kind of like this gentleman cruiser mobile, I kind of like it. It is also more of an older school, and I'm sorry, the steering wheel is turned. I can't turn it. But yeah, it's got auto wipers. It's got this funky shifter that always goes back to its spot. No, yeah, this is not bad at all. It's got some sort of a weird button right here. Is this like an information, like a heads-up display type of deal? Don't know. Ugh. It's really difficult to get in and out of this thing. Manufactured by... Okay. When is this manufactured? Oh, it's a 2012. Okay. So it's a December of 2012. All right. Ugh. Really difficult when they're parked so close. So this first automobile is interesting. Yeah, I think I would like to definitely go on a drive in one of these. So the next one is Mercedes E350. This is an 2009. I already looked. It also looks like it's here for service. I'm not 100% sure. Either that or it's some sort of a recent purchase at an auction, possibly. But this one is interesting also because, first of all, it's got the hood ornament. I know Mercedes doesn't do that right now, but in the past, you know, it's got that classic look, and I love hood ornaments. I don't know what's the big deal. I mean, there's a way of making them, you know, safer for pedestrians if you ever hit one. So, especially like this, you see, it's all, there's no sharp edges. So if somebody were, God forbid, to fall on this thing, it would just fall down without actually injuring anyone. So, don't know. It's got, yeah, it definitely suffered some damage. So as far as the damage goes, obviously it's here for probably for that reason. But as far as like comparing it to a Lincoln Towncar, let's see, it's definitely smaller. The seats have seen better days. Look at these seats. So I thought I had problems with my seats. No, this is something more serious. And I don't know what's up with the Germans using such stiff leather. So yeah, like this is not soft, and also you can kind of see what's inside Mercedes-Benz seat. So you have a little thin piece of leather, you have some foam, you have some under foam. I think that's probably a pad for heated seat, and then underneath it's more foam. So a lot of foam on foam action. I like how it's got the controls for the seat right here. Now, I think it's the Lincoln who kind of stole this design for the seat control. No, I think the battery's dead. Yeah, this is interesting because even the headrest could, when there's juice, could be adjusted from here. This is something that a Lincoln does not have. But, you know, everything else, it's kind of interesting how this is an 09, but all the buttons are starting to fade out. Let's see. So also look at this. Now, you know, the Lincoln Towncar has like a little clock like up here, right? And a lot of people make fun of it because, oh my God, you know, it's so old. And look at this clock. This clock is the same size as the tachometer. Now, somebody's going to make fun of a car having a clock. Look at this thing. This thing is ridiculous. But I like it. For that reason, that it is ridiculous. And just like that hood ornament up front with the Lincoln, I like that Mercedes one. So what do we have here? We have heated seats, no cooled seats on this. This is probably like a mid-range one. It's Got cup holders, got that giant piece of wood that kind of folds in and slides out. I like this. I like all the the older style, like the wood, even though here it looks like it's starting to wear out. It's like a much lighter color than, let's say, even here, but I could be wrong. I don't know, maybe that's how they intended it. Nice storage area. It's interesting that they have this whole assembly just to unlock the armrest. Got their whatever their thing is called. Don't know what the Mercedes command system control. Got these piano style keys. What in the world is this? Oh my god. Okay, so this is like a USB adapter for, I'm guessing, an iPod or something like that. Wow. So this is having just a little USB port somewhere in here. So they had this giant attachment. I bet they probably charged an arm and a leg for somebody to have that. And also there's another USB thing in there, so I don't know what's going on. It's interesting here also you have memory seats here for the driver and there for the passenger. I think it's a bit of an overkill, but it is nice to have. Rear seats, they are decent. They are a lot better than that BMW. Well, obviously it's a four-door car. Got the sunroof. I got the controls here. Yeah, not bad. It's not as fancy as some of the other Mercedes are, but I think for all it's worth. Oh, it's got the brake pedal with the giant release here. It's not bad. It is not bad. You know, Mercedes have been using these stalks for ages. Instead of just having like an extra set of buttons like right here or right here, they're doing this weird stuff, and Chrysler copied it from them when they were partners. Oh, and then here's an interesting thing. It's got a column shifter, but it's not your standard column shifter. It's this electronic thing where this is park and then the reverse is this. I don't know. I mean, is there really any benefit of having this thing an electronic thing instead of just a normal column shifter? Hard to tell. So, overall, I think the styling is good. Definitely getting extra points for that hood ornament. It's kind of a brutish looking thing, but I think I like it. So continuing with the German theme, you see this is, I think, this is kind of like their German-ish line, but it seems like it's my lucky day where all the German cars are unlocked, where everything else is, at least in this row. Got an Audi A6. It's a 2014. It looks like they just got it from some auction. Let's see what kind of trim level it is. It's an A6 TDI. Wow, okay, so it's a diesel. It is a diesel Audi, which I think is a rarity in the US, although it's quite common in Europe. Let's see, much more understated looking. So let's see, how do I get in here? Ooh, very interesting. Oh, this one's got juice. Got 43,933 miles. No giant clock. And I like how the seat works in this thing. So this being a 2014, obviously a lot more modern, a lot more gizmos. But then look, they're doing something with the shifter. So look, they took off, or I think this is probably an old one. Look, they took off this whole like this whole surround. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And then look, you have the shifter, and then they must have either ordered it or they're saving their shifter right here with the boot that's stapled. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So either this is an old one that they took out, or this is a new one that they're going to put in. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think I've ever seen this before. So this is where the push button is to start. And on the other end of it, yeah, just some switches. Interesting. And then this, I don't know, is this like a trackpad or whatever? Very, very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So anyway, so I love big sedans, obviously. That's already been established. But what do we have here? We have lots of this nice glossy wood. I love that. The seats, now I know Germans are not known for their soft leather seats because all of their sedans are sporty sedans, but this is probably the best of the three so far. So that BMW had, you know, brick leather. That Mercedes had not so much better, but this Audi is a little better. And also on the steering wheel right here, it's got nice soft leather also. Steering wheel is nice. Got turn signals. So Audi has this weird Toyota style cruise control stalk, but it's not on this side, which most people I think are used to. It's on this side. But anyway, so leather heated steering wheel, nice. I love these gauges. So this is a nice combination of analog and digital. I'm pretty sure that this screen will pop up when there's power. I don't know how to do it. Maybe there's this button right here. Yeah, but it's got to be obviously on for it to do that. Yeah, key not recognized. So it's got some other bits and trim pieces here in the glove box. It's got a valet button right there. So this car, when it was new, I mean, it was, I don't know, 60, 70 probably. It seems to be on a higher up when it comes to the trim, although it's only got heated seats. It doesn't have cooled seats, so maybe it's missing a package or two. But it's pretty comfortable to sit here. What do we got? We got an armrest. Oh, what is that? Music. Audi Music. So what is it? Just a USB? Yep. Oh, it's some sort of a proprietary connector, probably so they can charge you for an extra USB port. Oh, this is okay. So there you go. Got the standard moonroof. You know, because this car is parked relatively far away. Let's see how the back seats are in this thing, and also maybe the trunk. Well, let's go with the trunk so I can cool down. Wow, trunk is pretty long in here. Nicely appointed. Yeah, got a full-size donut in there, I think. Let's see, no button here. Oh, you see, Germans, they don't do the pull string. They do this mechanical thing. Let's see. Maybe if I get into this side, I think it's parked a bit further out. Okay. Not bad. I'm telling you. Yeah, this is, so an A6 is the right size, I think, for me. Got heated rear seats, got nice vents, got, you know, temperature control. Oh, I love how this just shoots out. No USBs back here, but it is 2014, so maybe this is pre all the fancy media stuff. Okay. Here we go again. Overly complex. I'm like, is this really necessary? How did I even open this? See, now I don't know how to open. Oh, there you go. So I wonder if somebody spilled something in here and it gets caught on these arms. How well is it going to come out? The back seats are kind of harsh. I don't know. They're putting different padding or just less of it. The front seats are okay. Yeah, I think an Audi A6 is also a good one. I usually don't film engines, but I wanted to see if there's any difference in a diesel car engine than it is in the gasoline, because I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a car diesel engine before, at least not that I know of. Doesn't look like much different than anything else. I mean, it's all covered, so can't really tell what's what underneath, but it's probably an air intake, I'm guessing. Right here. Obviously engine with somewhere underneath. Got what, coolant? What is it? Freon filler, power steering fluid, washer fluid. Yeah, that's about all I could tell. I mean, it's a nice shape, but no, it's interesting how it's got like two latches, one here, but it's all controlled via this pedal thing. So yeah, there's an engine. So as I'm walking around trying to find more cool stuff to film, I came across this, what appears to be a Dodge Challenger. And this thing I've seen better days. Look at this thing. Man, I'm guessing some of the parts were scrapped already, but holy moly. This car. Yeah, oh my God. And I'm sure there's probably some interior components that are still salvageable, but I don't think I've ever seen a car smashed this bad before. So just a little interesting tidbit. Somebody was going probably way too fast for the condition. All right, I think I hit the gold mine right here. So first of all, look, I love this license plate. My bitch, too. This is a 2002 Mercedes S500. This was a very, very prestigious car back in the day, as we know. This wasn't the 600, the very famous one. Well, even more famous than this. But this is what, I mean, this is probably what, like a 90 grand car when it was new, S500. Not really the best color choice, tan on tan. But this is, I would definitely have this car instead of a Lincoln Towncar back in the day, because this was, you know, when an 02 Towncar was, this was the pinnacle of engineering, of power, of money, prestige, everything else. Obviously, this car has seen better days. It's an 02, but definitely, you know, a lot worse shape than my 06 Towncar. But it's interesting to see what 02 luxury meant. So first of all, the size. You got that star on the hood. But holy crap, this thing has been not taken care of at all. So all the kind of rust and pits and gouges and everything else down there, that hasn't been taken care of. And obviously at this point, this car is rotting. So let's see. I don't know why it's here. I don't know if it's a trade-in or not, but it is unlocked. So let's dive back to 02. So acres of wood, acres of leather. The seat is semi-destroyed. All right. But I'm gonna dive in. Oh, hopefully I don't catch something in this car. So, what do we have? Heated and cool seats. So in 02, this was very rare. It's got, you know, the giant adjustments here. It's dead, so can't really do much. Got grab handles. 24-hour roadside assistance for Mercedes. All right. The steering wheel and gauges and all the wood. So look at this. See, this is what I'm talking about. This needs to make a comeback. Got wood on top, wood on the bottom, wood on the dash, tons of buttons. Half of them I don't know what they do. But this is, when I think of a luxury car, this is what I love. That's what kind of attracts me to the Towncar. But I love this stuff. Yeah. Look at this. When was the last time anybody watching this video saw one of these? Now, I don't know where to put it. There doesn't seem to be an obvious spot. Maybe when pressing this eject button, either something shoots out of here, which is probably the navigation disc, or maybe this thing folds and there's a cassette deck. But look, I haven't seen one of these in, I don't know. Oh, there's another one. Look. Kenneth Sweet. Okay. Anyway, all right. Interesting thing that the window switches are down there, but they're also like auto down, auto up type of deal. Plastic is peeling real bad. So this is interesting. So these very same stocks were on the Chrysler 300s that when we were renting them, you know, back in my day. This is the kind of stocks. Yeah, same thing here. This was on the original Chrysler 300. It's got this key thing, which looks like a button, but it actually does require a key. Got a bunch of different suspension controls, all kinds of, you know, rear sunshades, all weird stuff. Look at these headrests. It's better than what I have, you know, on my couch. It's got these cubbies here, cubby there, ashtray there. Oh no, these I do remember. So when you press auto, this thing is dark. When you unhook it, and it's the same thing on both sides, there's little lights that light up to tell you which way the air is going to come, and you can adjust it. Now, I can only imagine how this navigation system worked back in the day. I mean, I know this was groundbreaking, and there's a button for tape. So somehow this thing did pop open. And then you got this phone looking thing to control it. Policy pocket, okay. No glove box down there. It's interesting that this is the only glove box you have. You have similar controls there for the passenger. Love that. Got some sort of a panel here. Who knows what that is from. Oh, probably underneath the seat. Oh yeah, there is storage underneath the seat. Okay, that's what that is. And then look, the leather's ripping here too. But this is a bit softer than all those newer Mercedes. Let's see the trunk, if it opens. I don't even know where to open it. No, this is the trunk, because the battery's dead. Can't do it. And then you could fold the mirrors down. Let's look in the back. It says what a luxury car would have been. Let's see, can I fit in? Oh, maybe I'll go on the other side. There's a lot more room there. No, I mean the back. So, let's see. Men's cook. Okay. Men's cook. Alright, so back seat is really roomy. You got these vanity mirrors right up here. You see, there it is. With the light. Got nice handles. I'm surprised there's no leather or stitching here, you know? You got these nice pockets full of trash, of course. Got trash there too. Interesting how there's no rear heated seats, and maybe this predates it, but you got wood here, you got wood on the door, nice roomy. Got cubby here. Oh yeah. So yeah, back in 02, I would definitely be rolling in one of these if I had the means. In 2020, I mean, in this condition, I would pass. But if this thing was new and it was made like this, probably I would skip the navigation. But it's nice. It is super nice. Kind of see how this all fits in, and it's still in relatively good shape. Look, you even got the rear air vents here and there. So. Whoops. There we go. So yeah, this is a nice luxury car that was neglected by the owners, and I don't know why it's here. I like that license plate, but yeah, this is nice. And I think I'm going to end this segment on this note, but I will be walking around more and filming more videos. So thank you so much. I appreciate all your likes, subscribes, comments. See you next time.